Hello guys, today I'm bringing you my new and improved analog counter. This counter has both roll up and roll down features, and it works pretty seamlessly. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick demonstration. This is about as fast as it can possibly go, given the different timings of the comparators. This is about, I don't know, like 4 ticks or so. Every time it loops, it adds a thing, adds a level to the strength of the signal. And you can see once it hits the top, rolls back down, and we're good. You might notice that this last redstone isn't lighting up. I have 16 redstone here, 15 blocks. Sorry, 15 redstone, 14. No, that's not right. 16 redstone, 15 blocks. Yeah. So even though this redstone doesn't light up, this one is. So it's hitting that block. That's why it's staggered down here too. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Something really cool you can do with comparators. And the nice feature about this design, one, it's compact, and two, it doesn't use any moving parts, no pistons to make noise or anything like that. I have my sound turned off now, but you would hear nothing. There's no torches burning out or anything like that either. So yeah, it's really cool. We're gonna see it roll over here, right there. You are limited by a few different things, however, with this design. And I'm going to be talking more specifics now, so video is going to get really boring. If you're not really that interested in this design or using this in any way, you should probably just stop now and think, oh, that was pretty cool. Moving on. Um, and I'll show you how to build a section of it last in the video. This video is probably going to get somewhat long. Alright, into more depth. What you would use this for would be for a storing data values of some kind. Obviously, having a six-bit hexadecimal number, you have a lot of choices, for identifications and stuff like that, or just different values. Most likely, in any one situation, like a realistic application of this, um, you're only probably going to use two, and that'll get you a good amount of identifications. However, if you want to set one, you're going to have to work all the way up to it, which would not be fun. But hey, it's it works, and this is probably about the fastest you're going to get in any design. So the other limitation is that the timings need to be just about perfect. You're seeing right here, you saw that there's some flashing going on. Eventually it righted itself, but we might have lost some data. Unfortunately, with the current state of Redstone, there isn't much way to get around that, and it happens fairly infrequently, enough to where I'm comfortable with it not mattering. For something more limiting like redstone computing, instead of going with analog counters, I would go with what I guess would be digital binary. Okay, this line right here, also optional. All it does is reset the entire thing, makes all of these go to 0. And I have it there because sometimes it gets a little buggy while testing it. Yeah. For your individual usage of this, you could probably play around with some of the timings. The timings you would want to play with are most likely these down here and possibly this one. You might be able to adjust it to get it less buggy. So let's look at how it works. Actually, no, I'm not going to explain how it works. If you're going to be using this in any kind of project, or if you're like actually going to build this, then you will know how it works, and you might see it through the build process that I'm going to present to you. So let me just get ready for that. Decoration, furnaces. I think that's everything I need. Should be. All right, building it. Basically, you're going to start off with a square. 4x4 would work. And you're going to try to think. This corner is going to get a one of these numbers and a torch right there, followed up by a repeater, comparator, 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 torch. Click those. Comparator, redstone, comparator, block. Knock that out. Comparator, clicked with a torch. You know what? I think I have this torch underneath here in this design. There we go. Comparator on the other side, and furnace right there, furnace right there, and each furnace needs one block inside of it, like that. Now this one needs a torch like that to turn it off, and there you have it. That's the preliminary design. This right here will take care of your basic adding and subtracting. This torch, when turned off, will subtract a number. This torch, when turned off, will add a number. So you can see we have the output right here. Okay, now getting it to roll over is for us to do that's needed for that number. Getting it to roll over is kind of a tricky process. You're gonna have to trust me on some of this. So you're gonna need redstone under this. This is basically same as your output block. So you're gonna put redstone under it. You're going to need a comparator right there connecting to this. And you're also going to need a line right there. I do believe. Let me make sure that yeah, okay. You're also going to need a line right there. This line will go into the comparator, and you should leave it in the, let's see, you should put it in the, which state should you have it in? Subtracting? I guess it really doesn't matter. Each one will give you the same thing. So the orientation of that doesn't really matter much. Let's see what state I had it in here. I'm actually kind of curious. I have it in subtracting here. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, never mind. You need that. You need that later. So it is subtracting. You do need it to be subtracting because of this right here. Yeah. And the reason for that will be shown later. So this right here, what this will do, if this gets to a value of above 15, it will go through this. This will subtract 14. So 15 minus 14 is 1. We'll turn this off, reset all of this to 0, and we're going to get a signal from that. That signal will go to this torch on the next one, which will add 1, which makes sense. So next we're going to need a comparator or a repeater right here. I don't really think it matters. Let's see what I used. Yeah, repeater. So I thought. So you'll need a repeater right there. And these will go to things and stuff. And you're going to need a repeater right there. You're going to need to draw some power from that and put it over to this. So now, what this will do, let me check the timings for this. Yeah, okay, it doesn't. I have them as 4 on one and 1 on this. So let's assume that my later is more correct. I don't think it really matters. It's just a safety precaution. So basically what this means is if it's been 0 for a certain length of time, then this will be off. That's not right. If it's been 15 for a certain length of time, this will be off, which means this will be on. This should probably actually be 3. This will be off, this will be 14, so it can roll over. That's basically so if this is 15 because it got rolled back to, we have a safety precaution against having it roll back forward. Right. Okay. So now we go ahead and do this. This is going to need a repeater here and a repeater here. And there will be a block right here. I lied about that, by the way. That's not a block. That's a comparator. This is a monostable right here. That's what we're making. Like that. Don't forget the torch right there. Now, this is strange. This might actually be a torch on the side. Let me check. I only recently finished this design, so yeah, it's a torch right there. Okay. I lied again. Oh, dang it. I lied again. There we go. So we go ahead and hook up our next one. Same design as before. Nothing changes really. However, on the phone, on the next one, we need a method to reset this to 0 or to 15 when we have 0 here. Yeah, when we have 0 here, we want to reset this to 15. So to do that, we go ahead, put that like that, this, this, this. I'm not sure if you need a repeater or not. It's just all individual timings and that. So what that does is this signal right here will activate to 15, and this will pick up on it, and it'll send it through this through the loop, and that will be the value assigned. You need this to have the full value. That's what it is. To have the value of 15 passed over. Yes. Also, as I'm making this, I'm realizing something. Each it's hard to explain this because it's weird. It's funny explaining base to people, but you can't treat 1 over here like 15 over here. 1 over here is actually 16 over here. You'll notice that once it hits, it's going up at a certain tick rate, and once it hits 15, it doesn't switch over immediately. The next tick switches it over, and this switches to 1. That's like saying it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. That's a 0 is a number. That's how hexadecimal works. See, it doesn't. Okay, thank you for that. Oh, bugginess. Well, in any case, that's how that works. It won't. It won't. Yeah. People who would use this would will understand that. All right. Well, that's enough for today. Thanks for watching. Happy YouTubing. Happy Minecrafting. Bye.